When I think of Camp Mount Luther, I think of an ideal location in God's wilderness, a place to learn about the power and the presence of what God works in the world, a chance to experience and enjoy the creation that we're given, an opportunity to learn together in an outdoor setting with lots of people from various places, various parts of the church, a place to grow.
One of the things that we have been intentional about in the last couple of years is that we want to try to make camp more inclusive. We want more people to be able to enjoy what we do. And one of the things that we know is that some of our facilities that we have are 60 years old, and there are different expectations and there are different needs of people now than there were back when they were built. And while we have done a lot in time to maintain those facilities and make them cosmetically nice, it's time for some new things, particularly because people's expectations are different now. And so for the bathhouse project, what we want to do is to create a new bathhouse for Maple Village, which is the older of our two living areas. And that facility would be a facility that when you go in, everybody would have their own private bathing and toilet space. So that's the first phase of it. The second part of the project would be to renovate our old dining hall, which we call Maple Hall. We would then create some what I like to call adult-friendly retreat facilities. So 3 or 4 bedroom spaces that has their own bathroom, that is more what an adult who would like to come to camp would rather experience rather than having to walk from their cabin to the bathhouse like the kids do.
With the campaign projects and different things going on, very excited because it shows growth in how the camp is trying to reach out to make sure that this place is accessible and continues to be a great place and a safe place to be. And I've been asking and hoping for that for a long time because I know how important it is for adults to have a place to come and camp and feel the same thing that they felt when they were kids at camp.
It'll address a number of issues to have a nicer bathrooms, to have accessibility, to have privacy. I know some people that I've talked to look forward to having some more comfortable adult facilities, either during summer camp or at other times of the year to do retreats at. So I know a number of people have looked forward to that and expanding on that here at Camp Mount Luther too.
I think that's definitely what's needed to bring the camp into the 21st century. When you think about the facilities the camp has, they're 60 years old and they're in dire need of renovation. Maple Hall has been a useful life, but now it's where it needs to be renovated. It needs to be brought into modern times, needs to be efficient, and needs to be expanded for the next generation of campers, whether it's young families, youth, or just young adults. The bathhouse is something that is also greatly needed because the facility now is 60 years old. It's outlived its useful purpose, and times have changed, and with going with these private bathhouses, it'll really bring the camp into today's generation and help it grow in the future.
In every camping facility, sooner or later, things age out. We want to be able to minister in a setting which reflects the outdoors, but we also have to be able to provide for the people who come here, young and older, facilities that work and work well and meet the needs of the people who are coming for the programming. So we have to stay current. We have to provide what is going to meet the needs of the ministry, and part of that is meeting the needs of the people who come.
Camp Mount Luther is first of all our Lutheran outdoor ministry in our synod. And I know that our synod has been very supportive of this institution for a long time. There are 2 sources that I know of that generate more pastors than any other source in the church, and that is outdoor ministry and campus ministries. And if we do not support them, we are giving up the source of leaders for our church, for the future of the church, or even for now. Those folks who work here as counselors are being trained to lead in the church now. We don't need to just support the camp to keep it going. We need to support the camp to keep it growing. And that is something that I know is very difficult sometimes to think about because we have many other things we want to support. But I know that this is an important ministry of our synod and of our church that deserves our full support as much as we can give
We've been a resource for this valley for about 60 years. We have been invested in the faith lives of probably hundreds of thousands of kids over those 6 decades. And so we want to make sure that that tradition continues. We want to make sure that we can continue to provide a space that people will want to come and do the activities that we do with community building and faith formation, as well as outdoor adventure, and also leadership development, giving places for people to come and learn to be leaders in the church and their community. And so for us to be able to do that and to do it well, we think that we need to build these facilities so that we can attract people to come and participate in those activities. And so that is why I would like you to give to our campaign.
The outdoors is one way I connect with nature and with God, and this is such a beautiful place. It's just, I won't say it's heaven, but it comes darn close.